All right, next up on the block, we have from Johnny Lightning right here, the Marvel Spider-Man version of their WW2 WC-54 ambulance. This is a World War II repro. We most often see it there in that olive drab or the camouflage, mostly the olive drab. This time you got it in that Spider-Man color. This is a pretty neat piece, the WC-54 ambulance. I'm going to get some photos for the catalog. We'll get the size marker over here just so you can see. It's about 1/64 scale. I'll flip it over. We'll get photos of the back. Go, looking nice as always. And I'll start showing you what you need to see. So the first thing I want to show you is that really cool art design on it. So you can see Spidey on the top. You can see the logo on the bonnet, the hood of it there. You can see the Spider-Man logo on the right. And you see this right here. Now, at first we were looking to see if that might be a miniature comic book. They do that sometimes. It looks to be just a card with a reprint of Spectacular Spider-Man 257, the Identity Crisis series. And that's the art that you're going to see reprinted on the top. Some kind of, whatever kind of tampo they did there. I'll show you the bubble, as well as the front and the back of this, so you can see, whoop, getting away from me there. You can see the front and the back of it. You can see my giant sausage fingers. We'll get out of the way. You can see right through down to the white background, so that'll give you an idea of no discoloration on these bubble at all. Pretty cool right there. It's nice and tight on the card. I didn't manage to just knock it off by throwing it across the gallery here. There is some bending on the card, and I promise you that was there before I just dropped it. So there is some bending. These are thick, heavy, glossy cards. It would have been tough for me to do that even if I wanted to. And everything is tight on there. Looking around, I got a slight ding right there. We'll let the light play on the corners so you can see the corners as well as the rest of the card. That's why we like these live videos. Gives you an opportunity to see these kind of things that you ordinarily would not see just in the catalog views. So a little bit right there. Since the catalog views are just flat photos, you get a chance to zoom in and see everything nice and close up, but you can't really see things like that tiny little dent. Not that it matters. If you like these just to put on your shelf and display, I doubt very many of you are going to send these in to get graded, but it's a nice collectible piece for your collection. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and you can see this and all the others. The Johnny Lightning, Spider-Man, Identity Crisis, World War II ambulance. Here you go. This is from Johnny Lightning, the Amazing Spider-Man 316, yes? I can't really see the cover. Yeah, 316. Of course it is. The McFarlane issue. You've got Venom, who his popularity lately has just been through the roof. You know what he is. You know character. You love him. I'm going to throw the size marker in there just so you can see him while we get some photos for the catalog. Then we'll flip it over here. And you can see the back as well. We'll get some photos there. It's about 1/18 scale, or not 1/18, 1/64 scale. And we did leave the original sticker on from whatever this vendor was, Family Toy, back in the day. 2002 or right about there. That's how our consignor brought it to us, and that's how we give it to you. Now, you can remove that if you like, but we like to keep the provenance for you so you can see. I think it adds a nice little bit of history. You may disagree. So what do we got here? We have all of these cards from this series from Johnny Lightning were a reissue card of the original comic book artwork. And then this one in particular, you have their copper cart is what they call it. Old-timey racing van, or racing pickup. Show you that right there. And they've reproduced that McFarlane art, if I can show it to you, on the top of it. Right on the top, you got that McFarlane art here on the card and on that reproduced. The bubble is really nice. Feels like, it felt like crushware right there, but it's not. That's actually just the way the bubble is, I believe. I believe that's just the manufacturing of the bubble. It kind of comes down real quick, but it is tight to the card in any event. You can see straight through the back. There is no yellowing on that card. Nice and supple, no brittleness to it. And I'll show you the card itself. Like I said, it does have that original sticker. We leave that on because we love the history. We love the provenance, especially for these third-party. I'll show you that. There's a ding right there, a little bit of a crush to that corner. We'll show you the back as well, just so you can see exactly how much. You wouldn't be able to see these in the photos in the catalog, so that's why we make this available to you as well, all this live video. Takes longer, but we want to do that for you so you know what you're getting. And there you go. You can head on over. You can see all those photos at TheBigToyAuction.com, as well as all the other items available. You can leave your pre-bids or do whatever it is that you like to do. This and all the other items, the Johnny Lightning Venom pickup truck. All right, whoop, knocking that over. Here we go. Next up on the block, we have some pretty cool stuff right here for you. This is from Johnny Lightning around 2002 or in about that era. This is the Spider-Man. I believe it's a 98 VW Bug, back when they got kind of weird like that. Back when IMAX were all the rage and every design wanted to go for that kind of feel. Good for them. They managed to bring it back. Really be successful with that car. So here you go. It's Johnny Lightning, Spider-Man, licensed by Marvel. And this is a reprint of Spider-Man #1 by McFarlane. You know that cover. It's been, by now, reprinted and homaged so many times, both by McFarlane himself and by thousands of other artists. At least hundreds of other artists, I would say. Yeah, I'd say at least hundreds of other artists have done this in one way or another for various effects. It's been over 25 years, so makes sense. What they've done with this, and I'll throw in a size marker right here. This is about a 1/18 scale car. We'll get some photos of the front. Flip it over. We'll get some photos on the back here. And what they've done is they've changed up their regular patterns on these. We see these in blue and green and whatever else to be more of the style of this artwork, including reprinting that artwork. Can we get right up in there on the hood? There he is, on the hood of the VW itself. So there you see the Spider-Man logo, as well as that McFarlane art right on the top there. If you are a fan of any of these things, so cross-collectible, fan of Spider-Man, fan of McFarlane, fan of the old VWs, man, this is going to be a nice piece for you. And head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and see this and all the other items. I'm going to walk you through exactly what you're getting here. So I'm checking out the bubble. It is tight on that card, no issues there. You can see the card has, at best, minimal issues. I don't really see any on there, but we'll let the light play off of it so you can see all the little, if there's any nooks and crannies, any dings or dents, tears, scrapes, gouges, etc. And I really don't see any on this. Maybe some flattening of the corners, you know, your typical standard shelf wear. And finally, that bubble, nice and supple. Still has some good life in it, no brittleness. You can see straight through down to the white backing in the background there, so you know that it's not yellowed. And I don't feel anything. By visual inspection, we certainly don't see anything, but sometimes we feel it as well, just to make sure that there's no cracks or dents or crush wear, and there does not appear to be. All around, this is a very, very nice specimen of this particular car. You can head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and leave your pre-bids or just check it out, whatever makes you happy. Either way, you're going to enjoy this Johnny Lightning, Spider-Man, Marvel Comics, Spider-Man #1, 98 VW Bug.